The epidemic of left-wing violence and Antifa-inspired terror has been escalating for nearly a decade.
President Donald Trump's Department of Justice is moving swiftly to prosecute alleged members of Antifa after he signed an executive order declaring the militant anti-fascist movement a domestic terrorist organization.
Out of our state! These are agitators, anarchists, and they're paid.
Accused of causing chaos and destruction, especially in American cities like Seattle and Portland.
They want to overthrow the government.
But extremism researchers like Karlin Borisenko say in order to fully understand what fuels this decentralized network.
And so you're going to get a really inside look at the agenda of the far left.
The Bay Area Anarchist Book Fair in Oakland is where to begin.
A lot of this stuff is about doing illegal stuff
We just have to sort of watch our backs here.
I got you. A lot of this comes from their publishing company called Crime Think.
Borisenko and I recently went undercover and discovered a disturbing world that goes beyond t-shirts and New York Times best-selling authors.
And this one literally says anti-fascist action.
Training martial arts for anti-fascism. They are a decentralized group, that's very true. But it's this is how they coordinate, is through the zines, through the publications, things like that.
Borisenko says this is where the radical left organizes, recruits, and indoctrinates the next generation of Antifa militants.
So if I take this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Generously giving away free propaganda material on how to mobilize for a violent direct action. Selling soccer scarves to fundraise for an Antifa bail fund.
Basically for folks that get into trouble.
With the government crackdown, what do you think is going to happen now?
It's a good question.
And pushing tons of material.
Yep, we're a bookstore and art gallery.
Like these XXX LGBTQ comic books, easily accessible to children. Then there are the workshops, including a DIY abortion session, where organizers claim women's reproductive rights are under attack in America.
I know some of you have heard about our abortion cards.
Teaching attendees how to make their own morning after pills through this video.
Second stop so that you clear it, and that's all that it takes.
That's easily accessible on YouTube.
First dose left. Misoprostol is an incredibly safe drug. It's safer than Tylenol.
Abortion is critical to far left strategies because they believe it liberates women from being a part of the gender binary. The gender binary is one of the oppressive mechanisms of capitalism. And so if they can liberate women from the reproductive obligations that they have as women to raise kids in capitalist families and stuff like that, they believe that's a blow to capitalism.
Can I get a ice?
The all-day sessions ended with a panel on organizing against ICE. Representatives from NorCal Resist dressed up as Hamas terrorists in what they're now calling Kafia Bloc, instead of Black Bloc, since they know federal authorities are scrutinizing Antifa more than ever.
We have implemented things to counter their tactics, so we're constantly evolving, forcing them to change.
Despite the change in appearance, their goals remain the same.
Because we're being so successful.
Declare class warfare, use the latest protest movement to destabilize the U.S. government, tear down capitalism and anything related to Israel. Then usher in a violent revolution built on socialist and communist ideals. This playbook is pretty much laid out in all their material.
Welcome to the Church of Satan Anarchists.
But most unsettling of all, multiple vendors embrace teachings from the occult and Satan worship.
Explicitly anarcho-Satanism.
This man altered the Antifa logo and added prongs from a devil's pitchfork.
Satan!
Then asked people to put on this Lucifer mask and recite their allegiance to the Prince of Darkness.
Satan, the eternal rebel, the first free thinker, and the emancipator of worlds.
The next day, Borisenko and I flew to the Emerald City to meet citizen journalist Matthew Adams.
You can feel the heat.
Who's been covering Antifa chaos for several years.
They're absolutely trying to recruit for Antifa.
We infiltrated the Seattle Anarchist Book Fair hosted by the Vera Project.
They want to put our picture up there for being a fascist.
And were immediately greeted by a massive board featuring a so-called wall of fascists. That's us in the photos. Once we got in wearing disguises, the messaging and the vibe were pretty much the same as the Oakland Book Fair. More far-left propaganda, calls for anarchist violence against the ruling class.
I hope to see all of you soon, 10 minutes.
And hypersexualized content targeting minors. Borisenko even obtained a flyer for an Antifa direct action in a city park scheduled for Halloween Eve.
Stop filming, please. Stop fucking filming. Red Pants, Jonathan Choe.
Adams and I were eventually outed and chased by a group of angry transgender activists.
Even with this amazing t-shirt, they know us for these direct actions.
We're going to Left Bank Books, which is a far-left revolutionary bookstore.
Borisenko spent the remainder of her time plotting out the constellation of bookstores in Seattle that are keeping these ideas alive.
You know, the direct action fascist, anti-fascist arrows.
With more Americans now realizing the danger posed by Antifa and their followers,
the rioters that were saying kill ICE agents.
Federal authorities are also trying to disrupt the terror group's funding network.
We are following the money.
But like a hydra,
And I won't give a fuck.
cutting off one head will likely sprout several others.
They are harming everyday citizens in every single one of our communities.
Because Antifa is fueled by an allegiance to extremist ideology, not just a bank account.
So if law enforcement isn't looking at the bookstores and the book fairs, then they're really missing an opportunity to figure out what these people are doing.